Welcome to the Man 360 podcast.
You're listening to the Man 360 podcast. My name's Brian, and thank you for taking some time to be with us today. Man 360 is dedicated to helping men be complete in every way through Christ, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Today on the podcast, we want to discuss a very important but generally uncharted topic when it comes to Christians. Thank you for joining us on this Man 360 podcast from India with my friend Saji.
Yes, in Bangalore.
Bangalore. So I was asking him about the name, actually, Bangalore.
It was during the British time, it was Bangalore. But after the national government came, they changed it to Bangalore.
More Indian.
Indian, yes.
And not colonist
yes,
type.
That's right, yes.
So yeah, I wanted to just talk a little bit, Saji, with you about just because I know you as our manager of our children's home in Nepal for you and Hannah, but I want to talk a little bit about all the other things that you've done. I mean, Hannah was saying, he's never off of his phone, but it's like you have so many different ministries and different things. Yolanda and I were trying to figure out, and maybe you can confirm this, how many churches you've actually helped start or been a part of in your ministry career.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that, of course, we are running the children's home. Other than we are involved in the church plantings. That's one of the area I am the last couple of years focusing on. Mm-hmm. So right now we have around 42 churches in Nepal.
42
churches in Nepal.
Wow.
And I'm not pastoring
the
churches. I am overseeing these churches.
Yep.
And also we started 2 years back in India, that is in Bihar and West Bengal.
Okay.
And also we are running a Bible school. It's a 6-month training for men with the vocational skills.
Yep.
That is electrical work and plumbing and organic farming. And also 5 months for the ladies. That includes tailoring, baking and cooking, and beautician training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Yolanda and I were here in Siliguri.
Yes.
To be able to teach.
Yes.
At the facility.
Yes.
Which was awesome.
That we call the Bethesda Vocational Training School, mainly focusing on underprivileged tribal girls, those who cannot afford education and any other training. We are helping them, and that's the place you and Rhonda came and teach.
Yeah, and it's always interesting. I was mentioning, when I'm in the U.S., I don't have to have someone interpret for me. Mm-hmm. So whenever, and people maybe don't realize this, if you preach or have preached overseas, people haven't preached, that your sermon or whatever you do, your teaching is always twice as long because someone needs to interpret for you. Yeah. And I'm learning even more this time because I preach twice on Sunday and then the teaching at the facility.
Yes.
That I have to find more remedial or basic words that people can understand to be able to interpret that, because I can't be like,
I think you have
fancy words.
Yeah, I know. I think you have to cut, into the full sentence, maybe you have to divide by 3,
Right.
So otherwise,
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Yes. Otherwise, they cannot, they cannot catch, the words.
Yeah. But it's been amazing just to hear some of the stories. I know, maybe share a little bit too about the impact that you guys had when you took, actually with some of the boys out of the home, when we had all the earthquakes. You went and fed some people and brought some goods and share a little bit about that experience.
Yeah,
And when was that? When was the
that
earthquake?
was 2015.
Okay.
The first earthquake happened in April 12. It was one of the biggest earthquake happened in Nepal, around 6.8 magnitude. And according to the government calculation, more than 15,000 people were killed.
Wow.
And I don't know, you remember, we went to the China border.
Yeah.
We did a medical camp in that area. Was almost all district totally gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was not much houses.
So from what we saw, that was rebuilt from very small amount from the earthquake, because it looked more just like a really impoverished village. I guess we were in like a school, I think is what we did when we brought the dentists over.
Yes.
With remember Hannah was mentioning she was cooking the in the pressure cooker.
Right.
That's how they would sterilize all the equipment and stuff
too.
too.
So we I mean, of course, I remember 2015, we were helping a lot of communities, bringing the food items and the clothes and the blankets, we try to help,
Yeah.
and the churches also, through the churches, mainly, we did all the work through the churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you were really giving to the churches so that they could give to the community.
Yes, yes.
So it doesn't look like, which I really like that. So it doesn't look like this other organization that's blessing the community. We don't call it blessing. We're just providing the resources, and then they're asking.
Yeah.
But giving to the churches and looking at the churches, helping the community to really build the church.
Yeah, I think our ultimate goal is the church need to take the responsibility for that area, and so we can strengthen the church, and through the churches we are doing all the ministry or any other work.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that really is your heart to really, we were talking a little bit again before when we were on camera here, but about how it's important that you're empowering other people to take responsibility for things, and then they get a heart for whatever you're doing.
Yes.
We talked about, even just the children's home, and really empowering and encouraging some of the current kids and older kids to be able to take ownership of that, but each of their own areas.
Yeah, even during the earthquake time, we travel with our the boys and elder boys.
Yeah.
And we are bringing them, and they can see, what we are doing, and they are taking the ownership and responsibility, and they're helping the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know too that you guys have done a good job pivoting back to the children's home of helping the kids understand it's not just about receiving and, oh, I'm so poor, I don't have anything, I need, to there has to be a heart of giving, because that's what Jesus paces for us, that we give.
Yeah.
It's important to give.
Yeah, I think in our children's home, we provide all the needs. But once they gone outside, they are actually working for them, and they are always connecting with the family and other children. And I think this is our prayer that maybe in near future, probably they can actually support, the children's home, maybe not a big amount, but a little bit contribution they can.
Yeah.
So they can actually return, something they receive already,
Yeah, and it's more it's not like that, this is going to sound terrible, it's not like that's to really necessarily pay for something incredible, but it's that they understand that there always needs to be that giving back to wherever they came, where they've come from.
That's what we are teaching them,
Yeah.
You have to give, you have to something, you contribute for the children's home.
Yep.
So that will be, it's good for everybody.
Yeah, and also good for them in their own families, when we've had a couple of our specifically one of our students, kids that have come through the home, get married.
Yeah.
And now he's married is he in Pokhara?
Yeah, he was in Bhairava. Bhairava, that's another city, and he was working.
And no one will know where that is that's listening to this, unless they're listening to it in India maybe, but
Yeah,
in US they won't know where that is.
He was in Nepal working in Babu, and he got married, and he is now wanted to start his own business, and also he's doing. He's a good guitar player and a singer.
Yep.
He got a good voice, and his wife and him, they wanted to start their own business, and already the wife, she got a small beauty parlor.
She's a beautician,
Beautician, and Babu wanted to probably start some other business.
So maybe he'll play the guitar while people are getting their haircuts.
Yes, I think he's more on starting in a coffee shop or restaurant. Yeah,
kind of like doing everything that they feel called to do.
Yeah,
I think it's really important. So real quick, what is, of all the things you've done since being in ministry, what's been your most favorite thing that you've done in ministry?
I think raising these children, that is, when we see the fruits, because most of the children came age between 5 to 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And they're grown, and some of them are like 27, 28. Babu is already 31.
Is he 31 now?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So when we look at these children's life, how they change, and how they're doing, is amazing. That makes us more happy.
Yeah.
And we are so proud of them.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this podcast, if you can see the video, I'll post a picture.
Yes.
When you guys first started, I think it was the first picture that we received.
Yes,
and I remember it was so funny seeing Babu's face. Like it looked like he just wanted to go over and punch the camera, and his face was so dour and so, I don't know, it was just a perception of, and it's interesting to see from where even Babu or even some of the older children have come from to where they are now. And even, we just met some new girls, 4 new girls that were in the home this trip, and how their faces and their hearts are already connecting and responding to what the other children are doing in the home.
Yeah, I
It's
think
amazing.
I still remember when we normally when a child comes to home, we took their photos,
Yeah.
and we will
Mugshot.
yeah
kinda.
we will show them after maybe 3 months, 6 months, how the developments, they cannot even believe,
show them
this
back.
me, that much changes happen
Wow.
over the years.
Yeah. And also, I know we had talked in the television interview that for Man 360 that we're investing in the children so that and encouraging them to have their own relationship with Jesus, and not forcing that on them, but saying, hey, this is a great opportunity to allow Jesus to help you, and then also have a vocation or something that they can do to be able to have money in their family.
Yeah, I think we are so happy with their spiritual life.
Yes.
They are every week they go to a church, and the weekend they have youth service. They are actively involved. Some of them are very actively involved in the church ministry, singing and part of the choir. And we are so happy to see the spiritual side as well.
Yeah, we went to a church service the last time we were here, and it was fun for Yolanda and I when we were hanging out in the church and just kind of stepped back. And I remember we had all the kids sitting behind us, but then to see them involved in the greeting.
Yes.
And they were on the worship team, and they were in the tech team,
Yes.
and they're like this ant colony, that invades the the church, and they just do everything because they know the heart of service and importance of that.
Yeah, they're really serving the church very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they really want to serve that. So
Yes.
I think that's really amazing. So a little bit, and as much as you would like to share about your personal girls, maybe people are like, hey, Saji and Hannah have these kids in the home. You and Hannah had 3 girls of your own.
Yes.
What are they doing now? Kind of talk a little bit about.
Yeah,
what
I
they're
have
doing.
3 girls, and our eldest is now 23, and she is studying in UK. And my second daughter, Kezia, she is taking a BSc Sports Science, and she's also in UK. And my youngest, Catherine, she's in India. She's in a boarding school. Yeah, they're doing very well. They love the home, and it's a big family, and they really wanted to come back to Nepal or India, and they wanted to serve.
And want to serve back.
They don't want to stay in UK or in USA or anywhere, but they wanted to come back
in the USA or back in Nepal.
Nepal,
Yeah, and I know too that was one of our hearts when we talked to you guys about the children's home, and even because I don't know if people really realize this too, and it's nothing against or diminishing my mother-in-law, Molly, who started and really connected with you. But it was like she connected with you, and then she transitioned and eventually passed away within a year of meeting and connecting with you guys. And then Yolanda really has been the one to help connect on the U.S. side. And so it's been amazing having this relationship with you guys, and we've had a great time here.
Yeah, we really enjoying it. I think especially this time we had a more fun time, traveling together, and we really enjoying. It's never happened before like this. Of course, you comes and goes, but you are extended your travel to India. That's amazing, and coming to our training school and teaching them, and maybe probably next time, you can spend more time even here in India and Nepal.
And we can even go a little further down to your home in Kerala.
Yes.
And you're trying to tell me, and I'm trying to wrap my head around a beachfront, palm trees part of it. I cannot in my mind, and this is not stereotypical, it's just that every part of India I've ever been in, whether it was Delhi or going through the other airports in Bombay and all that, it's just so much. There's so many people, right? It's the greatest population country.
Yeah, it's the Kerala, my hometown. That's Kerala, all the way in the southern tip, and it's almost 33 million people. But it's a very beautiful state with a lot of beaches and mountains.
Just so did you go to the beach when you were a kid?
No, I don't like beach basically.
So you don't?
I don't like.
So
beach.
you come
I don't
from
like
a
swimming.
beach?
I don't like water much in it. Yeah.
You don't.
No, I don't.
So you
like.
come from more of a water coastal country.
Yeah,
or
but I
state.
like. Yeah, but I don't know. from childhood, I don't like much water.
God was calling you to the mountains of
Yes, mountains. We love Himalayas.
the Himalayan mountains.
Himalayas,
Yeah, it's pretty impressive just to see
But my
it.
wife, she can stay in the water the whole day.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
she's Filipino
Yes,
too, so
Filipino, yes.
she loves the water.
Water, yes.
So it's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun traveling a little bit too with Hannah because it's a long story, but to get the visa to get into India, we had to travel. We had to fly past Siliguri to go back.
Yeah.
And then we traveled just with Hannah.
Yes.
And that was fun. We were, and I love teasing Hannah because she's so short and
Yes.
and funny, and she was like missing things, and we were saying we're going this way, and she's supposed to be the professional that we're following through the airport, and then we, because Yolanda and I travel so much, we're like, no, we need to come over here. So, but it's been fun.
Yeah, and what about your trip? What is your especially in India? What something
It's
you interesting?
Yeah, I think for me, and I mentioned this to Yolanda. It feels like and you guys mentioned this, but I didn't really wrap my head around it. Even being in different parts of India, there's different people that are, I don't want to say nicer, but I'm enjoying being around different cities more than others. Like some cities are, I remember like flying into India, and this is for anybody that, if you've never been to India, if you fly into India and you're from America that kind of knows spacing, and it's like, you're going to have that 3 feet of space to stay away from someone else. India is just like, and then everybody, the ding goes off in the airplane, and everybody tries to run, out the window door, and it's like Yolanda's looking, and she's going, "Where are they? Where are they trying to get to?" It's like the door's still locked.
That's very common. That's very common. It's so crowded.
Yeah, but I'll say I really have appreciated and loved just the different people that we've been interacting with, and then also for me, just the food has been amazing.
Yes, and
I mean,
masala tea. I think you enjoy the masala tea.
Yolanda, my executive producer and wife, and one who's actually shooting this right now, if you're watching this on video, I've been married to her 30 years now. She gives me this look, and she just looks at me like, that's enough now.
Yeah. I think your quota is over for today.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be, I think a percentage of my blood maybe is converted to masala tea for at least until, I don't know, maybe until I get back to Christmas maybe.
Even I don't drink that much masala tea, but you are drinking.
Maybe I'm just trying to become Nepali and Indian maybe.
I don't know, yeah.
And I learned, we already knew Dhanyavad as thank you, but then we learned Bahut Dhanyavad, which is thank you very much.
Yes.
So we'll be using that a lot too when we're here, so it's been fun.
Okay.
Thanks, Saji.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of the podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, we encourage you to connect with us on Instagram, our Facebook. You can go to our website, man360.tv, and connect with us. You can also go to the Amplify section of ctnonline.com. You can subscribe to us on either Apple, iTunes, or Spotify, and you'll get alerts when we do release new podcasts. So thank you for listening today. And again, Saji, thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Yes. Dhanyavad.
Jamisi.
Demasi.